Hey, there is a major 180 happening on Fox News with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Fox News is partially responsible for the monster it created. And by that, I mean the idea that they have supported the concept of Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s presidential primary run against Joe Biden. It was good for Fox News. It makes the Democratic Party seem chaotic. It probably helps Trump to some degree. But now that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has announced, hey, you know what? I'm no longer running as a Democrat. Now I'm running as an independent. And now that we see the polling and we see, wait a second, right now, RFK Jr.'s support is about half Democrats, half Republicans. He seems to be at his ceiling with Democrats. From now on, RFK is likely to gain support from Republicans who might vote Trump. Fox is scared. Fox is scared of the monster they've created. And so Sean Hannity interviewed RFK Jr. last night, and he completely ambushes him, sandbags him, because the new line for Republicans and right-wing media is RFK might reelect Biden and hurt Trump, because MAGA people are like, hey, anti-vax, but maybe less nuts than Trump. That sounds interesting. Check out the different tone. Before, it was Sean Hannity supporting RFK and saying, the Democratic Party doesn't want you. Will you consider running independent? You're doing this. That's good. You're doing that. That's all of a sudden, it's an ambush because Hannity realizes this guy might end up making Trump lose next November.
You're pretty liberal. You've called for curbing, logging, oil drilling, fracking. You wanted to eliminate it. You called it a victory for democracy. You want to curb U.S. fossil fuel extraction. Keep it in the ground, you once tweeted. You want to ban on fossil fuels.
So this is Hannity basically going through the credentials of RFK as a leftist, which is bad from Hannity's perspective, sort of saying to people considering RFK instead of Trump, this guy's a far left clown.
Extraction, a ban on fracking. You called the NRA once a terror group. You've supported over the years Democrats, Gore, Kerry, Obama, Hillary. You praised Bernie Sanders multiple times. You support affirmative action. So why is this party of yours, why didn't they even want to allow you to compete? Because that's as pretty liberal of a record as anybody I know.
You have a litany of talking points from statements I've made over 40 years. Some of them are stale. Some of them I never said. But, what is your question? Why the Democratic Party? Why I'm not running in the Democratic Party?
Why did they kick you out?
I feel like...
So the point here for Hannity is to tie RFK Jr. to as many left-wing positions as he can so that he will siphon voters from Biden and not from Trump. They loved him. They promoted him. They praised him when he was a useful chaos agent to try to delegitimize Joe Biden's reelection campaign. Now that it's a different situation, they no longer like him. Now he's a far left guy. And remember, yesterday I put this up for you. RNC Research immediately, when RFK said, I'm running independent, putting out this statement talking about how he's just another far left Democrat. He's a liberal who wants to ban fossil fuels, raise taxes, and pass a Green New Deal. They are attacking. They are attacking. And we do have some polling data. There's a couple interesting. It's not great data yet, but what we see so far, there's a Signal poll, which has Trump and Biden basically tied with Kennedy at 12. And that leaves 9% unsure. And then we also have a Reuters Ipsos poll, which has Biden and Trump's ahead by 2, has Kennedy at 14, and that leaves a whopping 22% unsure. What's fascinating is if you look at the Reuters Ipsos poll, with and without Kennedy, it's almost the same. It's only a 2-point difference, and a huge part of the electorate hasn't yet made up their mind. That's trouble for Republicans, because I don't see any real way that from here on out, RFK gains with Democrats. Democrats who were into RFK have been into him for a while. Most are not. And so from here on out, the risk is Republicans go to RFK, which would be very bad for Trump. We'll watch the evolution of Fox's reporting on RFK now that he represents a risk to the eventual Republican nominee. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. We'll take a quick break and be right back. I'm on camera every day, so I do what I can to control my out-of-control hair. Many of you have seen what it looks like without any product, and it's a very, very ugly situation, as you know. One of our sponsors today is Fix Your Lid. They make super quality hair products for men. They've got the gels, the pomades, the fibers forming creams. Fix Your Lid has everything you need to keep your hair under control so you can look your best. Fix Your Lid is carried in a ton of barbershops across the country because it's a product that professionals trust. I've always had amazing results with the Fix Your Lid fiber product. When the company was founded, they had two guiding principles. The first is be 100% made in the USA. That includes not just manufacturing, but all of the ingredients as well. Second was to sell barbershop quality products at a reasonable price without animal cruelty. Since their founding, Fix Your Lid is proud to say they have never wavered in those principles, even when supply chains were at their worst. You will get 25% off when you go to fixyourlid.com and use the code PACMAN. The link is down below.